Aye. From GC to LA, I be getting to this money, ain't no dream I can't chase. I be stepping on the op like who wanna fade, my heart cold, even in the middle of May. I'm like, whoa, I'm like, oh my god, I hit a baddie in the DMs like, donde estás, you want beef? I'll give it out to some of my mama.
Hey, what's up, everyone? We're back at the Life in Boxing show, man. Really happy to be doing this interview. It's a really good friend of mine, super solid guy. Like, honestly, I can honestly say this is one of the most solid guys I've met here in Colorado Springs, and hell of a fighter too. Isaac, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself a little? Just let everyone know what you're about, how long you've been in this game, and just give a little introduction by yourself, bud.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. Yeah, solid guy yourself, man. Ever since I came in here, it just was an instant bond that we've had. So it's been real cool to share the ring and share the atmosphere and spend this aura in this vicinity like that.
Right.
But yeah, Isaac the Firecracker Johnson, just been fighting forever, man. I take on every fight that comes my way. I try not to turn anything down. I don't think I've ever turned anything down besides a cheap bare knuckle fight that they were trying to get me knocked out for. But
right.
Outside of that, shoot, I'm down and game for whatever. And this is another one of those opportunities I have where I got a guy who's a Denver legend. Shout out to Steven Marquez. It's gonna be a good fight, man. He has over 50 professional fights in the rankings or on his record, and this is gonna be the third dude in Denver in a row that I fought that has over 50 plus fights. So that's just cool to like kind of put my name up there with them, and just have these like legacy fights that at least if I ever go down for anything in this game, that it will be that I took on the best of the best.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm excited. December 14th is the next fight, and we're getting ready right now for it.
Well, you know what I can honestly say, bro, is that like you said, you never turn down a fight, right? You're always game. Like, you have heart like no other, bro. You really do, man. And the fact you could be working 2 weeks straight and you get an opportunity to fight, whether you're in the best shape or not. Let's do it. You're down. At this point, though, what keeps you motivated, bro? Like, why do you still do it? Because some people might say, man, you already have your family, you're doing good. You have, like, how old is your youngest? I think 3 months. 3 months. Yeah, I think you're newborn. What motivates Isaac Johnson to keep fighting?
Shoot, man, just the intensity and the workout of it, really. Just the challenge, like we all go through some stuff. I used to be a firefighter, and I had a lot of like trauma stuff that's probably soaked in still. And talking to therapists, talking to counselors, and all that never worked for me. So being in the gym is the best therapy I've ever could actually get into. And the only thing that's legal and everything that is going to help me get to, just get that void out of my mind and everything. And so it's just honestly, it's just therapy and just having that motivation, give me something to look forward to. It's a new challenge, and like you don't feel alive unless you almost kind of are scared a little bit, or you kind of feel like you kind of got like a little fear of something. And so fighting is always a fear because of course no one wants to get knocked out. You get knocked out, someone's gonna have it on the video for life, and my babies are gonna see that. Like you said, my 3-month-old baby don't even know anything yet. She's gonna end up seeing me when she's in high school and get teased because I got knocked out. So it's a motivation to just that fear of something new, something that you got just something to push forward to.
So can you say that fighting makes you feel alive? Is that something you can say? Is why you're also doing it? Because at least from what you were just describing right now, I almost felt like you were saying that, like, it's that fear that the nerves, everything is. It almost makes me feel like you literally are trying to tell me. It makes me feel alive, like something that I enjoy.
Yeah, that's what it is, and it's not even like a fear of like that anymore. It's just like a challenge. Like a challenge. I've always liked to get more challenges. Like I really don't need to do this anymore. I love the atmosphere. I love the fight game in general. Just being able to still compete while I'm so healthy. I mean, I blew my knee out. I've had every injury. I've broken so many bones that like I shouldn't even be able to walk. But here I am. I've got an opportunity, and I'm just trying to take advantage of everything I have until I'm gone. So
no, I hear you, man. I hear you. And speaking on your injuries, bro. Before, because I seen you before you had your ACL. Whenever you messed that up, I think it was up there in Fort Collins, or up. Was that where it was?
Loveland,
it was in Loveland, right? The Budweiser Arena. I remember you telling me because I couldn't make it that day, and then next thing you know, I think I either heard it from you or from Terry, and you guys told me, hey, you know, he broke his ACL when he was fighting, and then I seen the video, and I was just like, man, I almost feel like when it comes to injuries, you can't catch a break, bro. Like,
never, man. So you never really catch injuries in the game anyway. I could literally sneeze and I'm about to boom my back out. So
right,
I'm saying, like, I don't know, it's just old or what, but shoot,
right,
man, it's like you're so prone in this damn snow. You might slip on some ice out there.
right.
There goes a concussion or something like that. So
right.
yeah.
But I could definitely say when I used to see you move before you had your ACL injury, you move so smooth, bro. And then I can honestly tell after it, you might not move as fast with your legs as you used to, but you still smooth with the combinations.
Man, don't give my secrets.
sorry. But you still really fast with combinations, really good with the combinations.
You know what
bro.
I like about this injury though? It's helped me out in fighting. I wish in a weird way if it happened sooner, because now I'm able to sit more down on my punches instead of moving around a lot, and I got more power now. And I feel like now that I'm able to sit down, I'm going to have a lot more power and pick my shots a lot smoother. Where instead I'm just throwing a couple, maybe land one here and there, might score a point here and there. But now I'm a lot more like patient, and I'm a lot more like mindful of what I'm throwing. And yeah, I feel like weirdly it's going to kind of like benefit me in a way, because I'm not going to.
So it's like a blessing in disguise, in other words.
A little bit as far as like fighting goes, but yes, with everything else, shoot, it wasn't it wasn't too much of a blessing, because walking upstairs, doing all that stuff,
it was difficult.
Yeah, ACL, because it wasn't just ACL; it was actually my ACL. I tore my meniscus and my MCL.
Jeez,
and I also,
man.
on top of everything, I actually broke and shattered the tip of my like tibia bone.
Damn.
All that just from a step back. All I did was step back. My body went this way. I went that way. Knee was this way. And
that's crazy.
I'll never forget. It was like in the middle of the fight. It was after round one. And nobody knew what happened. I just remember everybody trying to lift me up, and the ring girls all stepping over me. Just like,
man, bro.
thinking it was just like, I was just like laying there maybe tired or something. But
man,
yeah, it was literally just one of those freak accidents that you could just hear the pop. And one of the, like, watching it now, I get cringy from just seeing the pop. And
I bet, man. I bet.
Bent, and just knowing how much damage it actually did. Like I tried to get back up and still fight, but man, and like once I think it was that broke the break right there on the tip. Like I heard it like snap like a chicken bone. And
damn, that's insane.
I wasn't able to like put no weight on it, and I was like, damn. Yeah,
that's insane, bro. And your upcoming bout, man. Tell me a little bit more about it. What day you gonna? Are you guys fighting? Where at? Just give me a little bit more information on that, and also how did this fight come about?
Yeah, shoot. So I got the word, just like kind of this has been in the makings for kind of a while. Like it's always like our names been thrown at each other for a little bit. I mean, we're both kind of have the experience in Colorado, and just something like fun for the fans and everything. And like a local fight down here that like he brings a big crowd out in Denver. I'll bring a lot of 719, a lot of Colorado Springs going to be coming up there. So it was just something that the promoter, Steve, big shout out to Steve and Airtight Boxing, just something that he's been trying to like throw out there. And finally I was just like, you know what, that's my homie, but we're going to try to rip each other's head off for 4 rounds until one of us probably drops. And then even if it don't drop, even if someone doesn't get stopped in there, someone might get dropped in the parking lot. But
right.
we're going to just make sure that we're going to be cool though. He's going to be cool. It just kind of came up. It's just a random, like not even a week ago, he just hit me up and was like, hey man, you want to fight the 14? Like I said, I really don't turn anything down. And I was like, man, right before Christmas, and I still get a couple like shiners right before Christmas. Why not? Let's just let's make the holiday season beatings something for the legacy and a good photo shoot to have with the family.
Bro, speaking of photos, I seen the photo you guys took of Step Brothers. Super funny and hilarious. Who came up with the idea, man?
I came up with it. I didn't think that they would actually go through with it, but I knew Stevie's just as goofy as I am. I like to think I'm a clown, man. Like everybody takes this game so serious, which you should. But there's still times that you got to have fun with it. Too,
right.
Like, at this point, I'm not trying to be a world champ. I'm not trying to go out there and I just ain't trying to like be like the world champ. I know. I'm good at right where I'm at right here, and so I don't need to like try to like act like I'm something bigger than what I am. But it was just fun. I was like, man, that was like, we both love that movie. I mean, who doesn't love that movie?
Right, funny ass movie.
And I was like, dude, like this is a perfect set. And I kid you not, like I hit him up, and he was like, man, ask the promoter. And at first, I didn't think he wanted to, and I was like, dude, I would literally go up to Denver right now. So get this. I didn't have no damn little sweater vest or anything like that. So what I did is I went to the Arc, picked up 2 sweater vests. Shit was $30.
Yeah.
$30 for our little attire, our little like wardrobe and everything. I go to the Arc. This dude lives damn near an hour and 45 minutes away from me, but I was like, you know what, this picture, I've never seen nothing like it. We're going to make history just in itself, and hopefully people get the reference, because if you can put this on the flyer, that's going to be, I'm going to put a poster anyways on it, because this is a photo I don't think anywhere across the whole combat sports
it's ever
seen some goofy like this.
Right. That's hilarious, bro. I mean, hopefully the younger generation has watched the movie and actually gets it. But I know us, our generation, we definitely were all laughing. But I know I was laughing.
That's all I want. If I get one little giggle out of it, then I accomplished what I was set out to do.
No, that's funny, bro. That's awesome. So a little more about you, Isaac. Obviously, I want to know where are you from, bro? What got you into fighting? How old were you when you had your first fight at school? You know what I mean? Like, let's get to know Isaac a little bit more, man.
Yeah, man. So I'm from here, Colorado Springs. I'm one of the few natives that, been born and raised here. My dad was military, so we moved around a lot. But we stayed here, and this is where I've always been home. But what got me into it, honestly, it was I was in college. I just played football all throughout high school and everything. Got a scholarship to go play college and football. Or go play football up in Nebraska. Yeah. And you see me, man, at the time I was fighting at 135 pounds. I was like the smallest dude out there, but I just had some speed on me, and that's the only reason why they tried to put me on the football team. Just because I had fucking just some wheels for being a little white dude out there. Getting hit, so I was just like zigzagging everywhere, and I just hated. I actually hated contact more than anything. I just like to score touchdowns, and then I got into a big old brawl out there. Long story short, big old brawl broke out. I had no idea what to do.
In Nebraska?
Yeah. Got my ass whooped bad. Got sent to the hospital. I thought I was going to die, honestly. Like, it got to a point where I don't even, remember most of it. But from the part that I do remember, it was pretty bad. And I'm just thankful.
Did you get jumped or what?
We got jumped. We got jumped by, about 6 dudes out there in Nebraska.
What
Me and my roommate did.
Wow,
and ever since then, I was like, you know what? I never even wanted to fight still. I just wanted to go to a gym to kind of learn how to defend myself in case I was ever in a situation again. And I just fell in love with this. So I started at MMA, and I started off training just MMA. I had no idea even how to throw a jab. I had no idea how to do anything. Really. I had just those street instincts to head back, no technique at all. Throw everything all wild and just kind of from your hip and just hope you throw a haymaker and it lands. And then I just ended up falling in love. I loved even the challenge of that, where I was getting my ass whooped all the time, and I was like, man, this is I didn't even realize until I was already 2 fights in, you can make this a career. This would be something you can make be a pro at. I was I thought people just did this because they all kind of messed up like me. It was lacking therapy skills, but I was like, damn, you get paid for this, you get sponsorships and whatnot. So that's when I just started kind of taking it full on, and then I had about 40 MMA fights, and all amateur and pro combined. Through a couple kickboxing matches. I got one pro kickboxing match. And I just took that one kind of on a whim too. They were like, hey, this didn't happen. This ain't happening for you. In about a month, you want to do a kickboxing match against this one dude. And so I just went out there, come to find out. He was like, I already knew who he was. Yeah. But he was big time. He's big, major kickboxing coach for all UFC guys and guys that are making a big name for themselves on different bigger promotions like Glory and Pride and all that, or not so much Pride, but just crazy the people he's worked with and who he's trained that they're like, hey, go ahead and take this fight. It'll be only his second fight, so this would happen. But I already knew what I was getting myself into, and that was a fun fight. And man, it's just the challenge, the challenge of everything. That's probably my only my motto of everything is just challenge yourself to try to get. I don't know, that fear. It's a fearful and challenge of feeling alive with doing something that most people wouldn't even dare to think of. Right.
And that's one thing I can honestly say about you, bro. It's like I said, man. You have a heart. You have a big heart, bro. You have a heart of a lion, bro. You honestly, bro. If I could say something about you, I could never say that you are a B, and I won't say the word because you guys know what that means. I don't have to say it. I could never say that about you. I could never say Isaac's a B because you're not, bro. Man, you have heart, bro. You never give up. You keep fighting. It don't matter. Like I said, if weeks notice, 2 weeks notice, month notice, whatever, don't matter. You're gonna fight as the best you can, and you're gonna give other people a show, bro. And I think maybe that's why you keep getting these gigs, bro, because you give the people a show, bro. And the only thing I don't understand sometimes, like, why can't this guy ever get like a easy fight?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, why can't he fight some bum at least once in a while? But every time I see you fight, it's like good fighters, bro. They come to fight.
Want that. I used to want that, and then now I look at it though, like that would have been the easy way. Like I wouldn't even want that. 'Cause my goal and plan wasn't ever to be like a world champion or be like famous and all that. From there, of course, the money always is gonna be right with it.
Yeah.
But I was never in this to. I never wanted to be like super, like long. Comes with fame and all that, all the problems. It's like more money, more problems.
Right.
But I never wanted all that. I like to kind of say my own thing, and at least I could say I fought some of the best. Like even in my MMA record, I've had Brandon Royville, who's number 2 in the world right now.
Damn, bro.
Should be fighting for the belt right now.
That's crazy,
I have all these guys that's in the UFC right now that I've already fought, and that's on my resume. So it's cool to look like I fought the best as best, but from a standpoint of like a fan, it was like damn, my record sucks. They're probably looking at it like, oh man, like you weren't that good, but look at who I fought. And most of the times it was all decisions, and it was because I had a fight in their backyard. So, I mean, that got to me a little bit, but then I started realizing that like my whole purpose wasn't to be, this big thing and just try to like somehow, even if it's like encourage your boy or your son or something, or like just
like, I mean, you can honestly encourage anyone, bro. Like you can even encourage the fighters here, fighters anywhere, bro. Like the people that might have that, like you said, that fear, but actually don't act on it. But you might be like, yeah, I'm gonna fight this guy and I have a little bit of fear, or whatever. But you act on it. You don't just sit there and have fear. You actually go and try to fight the lion, the bear, whatever. Yeah. And it's definitely encouraging, bro. It's definitely encouraging to see you, do your thing. And one thing I can say also is like, everyone here, bro. You're very well known in Colorado. How many years have you been fighting, bro?
Sure, it's even hard to keep track because I took a couple breaks. Like I took some time off because when I was actually trying to make a run with MMA, it was like all of a sudden it got kind of like on the bad end of a decision, and then all of a sudden I kind of like let it bring me down a little bit, and then I was just fighting like whoever, however, and then it turned into like my goal was just to like hit certain spots on the planet that I wanted to fight. So I fought all over the United States, and that was cool. Like I would want to have like just one fight outside of the country and just kind of see what that is. Like my goals are like kind of like smaller in that sense of things. Where let me get a fight in like Costa Rica or like Puerto Rico or something like that. Like that would always be like my dream. Even China and shit.
What's been the best and worst place you fought at? Now, not to dog any state or city, but just like maybe just the event itself wasn't the best.
Man, I fought in barns. I fought in the street, like almost like referees were wearing like just straight street clothes, drinking like beers while they're refereeing. The worst place, honestly, was in Fort Collins. It's an MMA fight. And it was at a strip club. Like they kicked all the kids out and everything. We had no idea what was going on. Yeah. And it was just like me and my boys went up to a thing and we fought in Fort Collins, and it was a strip club. And man, it was the wildest thing. Just everybody joined. There was more fights in the Bantam. My boy just got done fighting someone, and I was getting ready to fight, and I was making sure he was good. And all of a sudden, he's scrapping in the Bantam with somebody, and we're like handling that, and then.
What was your first initial thought?
Man,
when it happened, was like, I'm not worried about my fight. I'm worried about helping out my friend.
Yeah, I didn't even think. I thought it was going to get canceled at that point.
Wow, man, that's crazy.
Nothing happened. They were like looking for me, like, "Hey, man, you're up next. Like, you got to get in there." I didn't even have my gloves on or anything.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
The whole thing was like completely. It was wild. It was the craziest thing, and it was a strip club though. And like we fought like in like this little tiny ass ring that like the thing like collapsed and.
That's so crazy, bro.
The referee was like literally drinking a beer right before he came up in there. And, dude, it was wild.
And so, okay, you told me your worst. What about the best place, bro? What was the best place that you could say, man, this was just, they treated me like a king. It was just a good night.
Yeah, so I did fight on Top Rank at one point. I fought out there in New York, and that was really cool. Awesome. It was like on the undercard of the the opponent is some Russian dude that was fighting Canelo. He ended up fighting as like Sergey some Shnikish. I just remember he did fight Canelo, but he was like the contender for that fight.
Yeah.
Fight on Top Rank, and that was really cool. It was out there in New York, and yeah, shoot, they took care of us, man. Like they took me out there for like a weekend in advance.
That's awesome.
Paid
man.
us and like just showed us the whole city, so I was able to run the whole city of New York for like a week.
That's so freaking cool, bro. That's so freaking cool. So now that I have you here, bro, and like you told us you fought a lot, MMA, kickboxing, obviously boxing. I got to ask you, bro, because I'm starting to sell merch, boxing equipment and stuff, bags, you name it, bro. Headgear, groin guards, gloves, obviously.
What's the name of your brand?
So the name of our brand is Life in Boxing Strikers. Obviously, the podcast is the Life in Boxing Show. So I just kind of feed it off of that, and I said, you know what, I gotta include it some way somehow. So I just put, the Life in Boxing Strikers. Strikers, it's just we're striking. That's what they are. They're strikers. You're striking. So that's the reason I named it that. And I haven't been doing too bad. A couple fighters and people have bought them, and they seem really happy. So I'm pretty happy with it. But like I said, I want to hear what the actual fighters think about them, because then that just gives me good any feedback's good feedback. Whether you could work on this, you could work on that.
Let me check them out.
Let's check them out, bro. Let's check them out. Let's go ahead and open these real quick. You don't mind?
My Christmas came early.
I know.
It's Christmas right here.
Yeah.
It is. All right. I like the colors so far.
Thank you.
Colors are already good. Look at that blue. Has a nice little glitter to it. Feels good and nice and comfy. That thing's gonna feel like, when you're hitting the bag, you're not gonna hurt your hands.
Right. I think that's one of the things, at least for me personally, in my opinion, that I like about them is my wrists feel secure, bro. And I feel like in a lot of gloves.
That's a big thing, man. A lot of gloves, even the Velcro ones that just go over. I mean, you
Yep.
gotta get the best kind. If you ain't protecting that wrist, that's a big reason why even in bare knuckle they still wrap you up, just because it's all about the wrist.
It's all about the wrist, man. It's all about the wrist.
Man. Woo! Look at that. Now, these feel good. They feel good to slide in. Got that little bar kind of like right in the front. And I do like these. Damn, I want these right now. I want to wear these for the fight. You should let. I think we could be able to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I could.
No lie.
You're fighting 8s or 10s?
10s.
I could definitely order you a 10s, bro.
Man, get some 10s.
I'm gonna order you some 10s. Just give me the colors, and I got you, bro.
Man, look at that. They feel good and nice and tight. And
I got you, bro.
like,
yeah, man. They feel
I
awesome.
Like I could punch right through Stevie's head.
Be like respectfully so.
Respectfully, Stevie. They're gonna go right through your head. I swear to God, I don't wear these in my fight because they already feel clean. I feel like
the wrist feels good, right? Like it just
even on the thumb part is good because a lot of the times you can kind of still wiggle your thumb a little bit. And
yeah.
After they wear it down, these ones feel like they got a nice little kind of like protection. Just on
that's
the
awesome,
thumb.
bro.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I've broken my thumb a couple times. I mean, you get wild, you get stopped.
Yeah.
You get tired, you throw an overhand or something.
Yeah.
I cracked my thumb on both hands because of that. So I don't feel like that's going to be any problem right here.
Right.
I do like these, man.
No. If you're really serious about it, bro, I'm more than willing to get you a pair, bro, so you can fight.
Let's do it, man. I won't even touch them until we put them in the fight. You know
what I'm saying? We'll get some tans and go from there, bro. Hopefully, what is it? Steve Mestis?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully he.
Oh yeah, the commission will let it. They let people have their own.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, yeah, these are nice. Yeah, we're gonna put you guys on blast out there. So.
Let's go, bro.
719 Strikers.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Representing hard out there.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. So you usually, bro, before your fights, what's your training routine look like, man? I know you're a father, you're a husband. You obviously have a full-time job. How does that look like, bro?
Yeah, man, I work overnights too. So like, I make sure people breathe at night. Respiratory therapists, making sure that they don't need CPAP. They ain't dying, choking up in their sleep. So I'm like monitoring them. I'm putting CPAP. I'm doing constant just interventions on trying to make sure that they ain't dying. Just make sure they keep steady breathing, get enough oxygen and everything. Because when we're asleep, we don't know what's going on.
Right. But, where could they reach you in that business if maybe a fighter's having trouble sleeping?
Just find me out. I'll get you hooked up. We got programs all over. We got actually my work is all around Colorado. So
is it?
they don't matter if you're in Brighton, Denver, Littleton, the Springs. Shoot, we're all over
Pueblo
the
anywhere?
place. Yeah,
Oh,
we're all over
okay,
Colorado.
okay.
So
That's awesome, bro.
shoot, just hit me up and I'll get people in there. I
Right.
try to get everybody in here. Like I got a coach at Sleep Study too. Make sure he was good.
That's
But,
awesome, man. That's awesome. Because that's very, very other than obviously being
everything.
other than obviously being alive by breathing, bro.
Real.
How important is breathing, even just like
Nobody
fighting,
even knows,
man?
man. Like, especially in Colorado, we got the altitude, the elevation. People are like their oxygen's dropping so low, and not even just that, but they just stop breathing most of the
Yeah.
time. It's called central apnea, and they
Yeah,
don't even know that they ain't like flatlining throughout the night.
right,
and
right.
Till like someone like is like nudging, like, yo, go get that shit checked because
That's
you ain't breathing.
that's so scary, man. That's
It is
scary.
wild. Like it makes you wonder, like, dang, how many times, like, even if you have it bad, like you can still get it like prevented even right now. So
Yeah, that's insane, bro. That's insane.
I'll
That's-
leave links for that because everybody should do a sleep study at least once.
Right, right. And the next 5 years, what's your plan with fighting in general, bro? When do you think you'll retire?
Shit, I'm almost feeling like Mike Tyson, man. That shit was motivating to just see that, like, you could keep going and going as long as. I think age is just a number in a weird way. Like,
Yeah,
we don't even know how old we are. I mean, we got these daylight saving times. I could go on and on about
Right,
all
right.
weird stuff of how I think, we ain't really probably as old as we think we are. And it's just,
Right.
if you let your body go, then that's when you go. But shoot, I'm gonna just keep on going until I can. It's like taking these fights, like I don't even really consider it short notice, even though it's a month out.
yeah,
Most people might, the old like mentality of people might think that,
Yeah.
but that's plenty of time for me to get in exactly what I need to get in, stay at least somewhat in shape, eat decent for this time, cut the weight that I need to, and just try to get what I need to. Because usually when I have a long drawn out camp, when I was fighting MMA when I first started,
yeah,
man, I was like 3 or 4 months of just hardcore training, and that's when I got hurt the most. That's when I was always aching, always
Yeah.
sore, not giving my best, and I'm coming in the gym getting my ass whooped by like everybody because I'm just so tired and it's just like hard to keep up. So
right, right.
taking these last minute fights is almost kind of like a month is like I'm okay with that. Like as long as I know, I don't know. I mean, anything could happen, but
Yeah,
as long as I just I know my body and I listen to it and rest when I need to.
so as long as you feel good, you're just gonna keep going, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And how does your wife? Obviously, I can only imagine, bro. Because I mean, I don't fight, but I can only imagine how my wife would feel if I was fighting. You know?
Nobody likes my mom. Nobody likes the fact of it going because, of course, they all see the bad stuff.
Yeah.
So and so died, but we don't know what the underlying problems a lot of these people probably were facing. Not to take nothing away from it, but
No, yeah, for sure, man.
some people, it's like at least I got a good team. That's actually what it comes down to: having
Yeah.
a good team. Terry,
Yeah.
you, everybody that's gonna be my corner. Phil,
Yeah.
shout out to Phil Earl.
Oh, shout
I
out
mean-
to Phil, my guy.
We're gonna get them. Like it's just they know me, and like they'll know if I need to stop, they'll go to tell them. I ain't never
Right,
gonna
right.
be mad at them. I ain't gonna fight them because they're trying to protect me.
Right,
'Cause as
right.
fighters, we need that. We need someone that's gonna protect us.
Actually
a lot of these
cares about
fighters,
you, yeah. Yeah.
A lot of these fighters, they don't have that coach that's gonna be willing to throw in that tail for them,
Yeah.
looking out for them to fight another day. So. Terry's been almost on the damn cusp a couple times with me, and I was just like, I'm good. But I could tell he cares, and he was about to
100%, man.
he's gonna do it. So that's really what it comes down to.
Shout out to Terry.
Get yourself a good team, and that's how you know you're gonna keep going until
So the wheels fall
Till the
off,
wheels
bro.
fall off.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nah, brother. I mean, I really appreciate you, bro. You already know how I feel about you, man.
I just might wear these to work tonight. I ain't gonna joke.
but
Walmart with these.
right. But before I do let you go, man, what kind of advice can you give to the up and comers? A lot of we have a lot of young fighters here. They're just starting off. Shout out to my son. He just fought yesterday and he won. Thank God. And even when I do these interviews, I obviously don't try to be selfish about it, but I always soak in everything you guys say, bro. Because it's things that I'm gonna be able to tell my son, and not just my son though, other fighters here. You know what I mean? So that's why I ask these kind of questions. And like I said, what kind of advice can you give them, man? Just like in preparing themselves and staying healthy and all that.
Yeah, just stay active. I mean, I'm one not to really take the most advice from because there'll be sometimes I like to have like a couple beers or something before a fight just because it makes me feel. So don't take that advice from me. But outside of all that,
Yeah.
I think just like keeping your mind fresh, keep yourself motivated. Whether I mean, listen to some good tunes, get some good, like, people you want to listen to. Stay off the screens more than the average, because almost all these kids nowadays are just, they know how to navigate a phone more than anything. So if we can kick back away from the phones and like just get outside and be kids again, and that's gonna be what's like motivating again. But
right.
yeah, shoot, just take it day by day, honestly, because we start focusing on the future. We don't know what's going to happen. We didn't expect 2020, so
that's true.
We started expecting like, oh, what I plan on doing this in 5 years. Just be happy right now for the moment, and yeah, man, shoot, just take it day by day. That's going to be the best thing, because you never know. I never expected I was going to blow my ACL out. Never thought I'd be fighting Stevie here in about a month. This is one of the dudes that like everybody in Denver just like.
He's a Denver legend for sure.
Denver legend. And so it's like, I never expected that. Just taking it day by day, and here we are. So
yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir. That's awesome, bro. And also, man, where can people reach you at, bro? For those that follow your journey, and even for those that maybe didn't know Isaac, I want you guys to follow him, because he's a great guy and he deserves all the love, respect, and admiration from everyone. You know what I mean? And you're a Colorado legend yourself, bro. To be honest, because you just the heart you have, bro. Like that's what makes you a legend, in my opinion. The heart you have to fight anyone in any type of fight, and you just don't care. You're about it, bro. And that's legendary, bro. That's legendary, man. So if you could tell people where they could reach you at, brother, and
yeah, man. So 719-68. No, shoot, it's just Facebook, man. My name Isaac Johnson. I have a little Instagram, but man, I'm kind of like, I'm telling people that's what, like, how you need to do. I'm like a bad hypocrite on that. Like, I'm not trying to like promote myself too much. Of course, I want to get some tickets, get some butts and seats for this fight. But I'm not on it as much as I probably should be, because once I get
you need to hit the Instagram more.
Instagram is just I_Johnson 719, and then me and my boy, we kind of got a little thing going on. He makes shirts, he makes all this stuff. Shout out to David.
Let me see that shirt, bro.
This is one I made a way long time ago, but shoot, he has way better stuff going on right now.
That's awesome.
That's called Bloodlines Athletics.
Nice.
See me on that. Nice. We go doing all the interviews. We do all this we actually film for Steve and all that stuff.
That's what's up, man. Nice.
All the kind of promotional work for that. But that's called Bloodlines Athletics.
That's what's up,
.com, Instagram, and just Isaac Johnson. And then I'll be promoting this as much as I can.
Yes, sir.
Up until the 14th. So
December 14th, guys, tune in. Isaac Johnson versus Stevie Marquez, two Colorado legends, and brother, I appreciate you, man. I was really happy we finally got to sit together, bro. We've been talking about this forever, bro. So man, tune in and keep tuning in to the Life in Boxing show. We'll have more great fighters that we're gonna interview here in the near future, and man, have a good night, have a good week. Thank you, guys.